All right, hey everybody, and welcome to Zenfolio Live. I'm Robert with Zenfolio Customer Support, and thanks for joining us here today. If this is your first time viewing, just say hello in the chat and let us know where you're from. And of course, if you've got any Zenfolio related questions, please get them in the chat so I can get those answered for you guys today on the live Q&A. Now, if you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. We put out video tutorials every Friday, and then we do this live Q&A every Thursday. So make sure you subscribe so you get those live notifications. All right, guys, before we start jumping into some questions, what I want to talk about today is about how you can set up pricing pages and use them to capture visitor information. What we're going to do is we're actually going to create a gallery to do this, and we're going to create an image to put in that gallery. I've already got these things created, so I'll just kind of walk you guys through the process. One of the big benefits to doing things this way is that not only do you get to use visitor sign-in with the gallery, it's also going to tag those people with the type of pricing that they're viewing. So you can set up multiple pricing pages. So let me just kind of show you what I'm talking about here really quick. So if I click on photos right here, if I scroll down right here, you guys can see that I have got a pricing group created right here. So what I did was I just went in and I created a group and just named it pricing. And then after that, what I did was I added a gallery in here and called it wedding pricing. Now you can have as many galleries in here as you want. So if you've got different pricing set up for your engagement sessions, for your portrait sessions, maybe you do sports and stuff like that, create as many different galleries in that pricing group as you want, as price lists that you have. And then what you want to do is you just want to create a simple image, just something like this, that's kind of talks about the services and the pricing and stuff like that. And you want to upload just that image into its gallery. So this is the wedding packages price list image that I created. So I uploaded it to my wedding pricing gallery. If I had a sports package price list, or maybe a portrait package price list, then I'd want to grab, or I'd want to upload that into their respective galleries inside of this pricing group. The reason that we're doing this in a gallery and not on a custom page is because using a gallery will let us use visitor sign-in to capture emails before people can view this information. And then it's also going to take that information and it's going to store it in your contacts list, and it's going to tag them with that gallery. And I'll show you that in just a second. But again, so what I did was I created this in Photoshop, uploaded it to a gallery called Wedding Pricing. And then we just want to go over here on the right, and we want to make sure that once we, let me get back here. We want to go back to the gallery really quick. So we want to make sure we're clicked on the gallery, and then you want to go over on the right in the toolbox and just make sure that visitor sign in is turned on right here. So again, click on the gallery. After you upload your graphic right there, go right over here on the right and go to visitor sign in. And then we just want to make sure that visitor sign in is displayed. And what we want to do is you can turn this off if you want. In fact, I'm going to turn this off because I don't really want to get an email every time somebody looks at this. But what I do want to happen is I do want my contact list to be updated. So anytime somebody goes to my website and they view this pricing page, they're going to have to do visitor sign in, and it's going to ask them for their name and their email address, and it's going to store that information in my contact list. They're going to be tagged with that gallery. So after you turn this on, you can change the visitor messaging if you want. So we can say, please register to see my pricing. And then for the sign-in fields, I'm just going to require a name and an email address. Now you can require a phone number if you want, some additional information and things like that if you want, and you can even add an additional question here. But for this purpose, really, I'm just trying to capture these emails because later on I want to send out a marketing email to these people. So I'm just asking for their name and their email, and then I'm going to click Save. All right, so now once that's set up, you probably want to customize this gallery to be just a little bit different from your normal galleries. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hover over Preview right here and click on Customize. And that's going to load us to Customize view for just this specific gallery. So now let me switch over here and get myself out of the way so you guys can see how this is set up. So the way I've got this set up is I've got it set up as a photo page. So first of all, what we want to do is you'll want to make sure you disable your thumbnails page. So go up here to the top where it says gallery photos, go to gallery thumbnails, and we want to disable that thumbnails page because what we want is when people click on this gallery, after they do visitor sign in, we want them to go right to this photo page. So we don't want them to go through the thumbnails page at all. We want them to go straight to the photos page. So what we're going to do is just go to, on the gallery thumbnails page up here, go to options right here. And then on the thumbnails page tab, just uncheck this box so that it disables the thumbnails page. And then after that, you're going to apply that. That's going to disable the thumbnails page. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to the photos page now. So click on here and go to gallery photos. That's going to open up the photos page. And then I'm going to use the full screen layout. Now you can see right here that it's cropping this a little bit. That's because my window is kind of scrunched in. When I show you the full draft preview, it's not going to look like that at all. But what we're going to do is we're going to go to layout up here on the top and just use this full screen layout right here. And then we're going to apply that layout. That layout's going to look like this. And then if I go to draft preview right here. Well, let me go back. Why is it looking like that? Oh, my window is zoomed in. Sorry, guys. So I've got my window zoomed in a little bit too much there. This is what the client would see. So once they click on this, this is what they would see. It would look like this right here. So that's the draft preview of what that looks like. It looks pretty good. It just shows the image and the packet, or the pricing information, which is all I'm after. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back here, and I'm just going to publish it. Now I don't want to set this as default. I don't want to save this as default because this is a special gallery. It's just for my pricing information. So I don't want these changes to apply to my to apply to my other galleries. I just want this specific gallery to look this way. So I'm not going to click that save as default button up here. But what I am going to do is publish this. All right, so we're going to say yes, publish the changes. And then now what we're going to do is, let me go back to my dashboard really quick, because the next thing that we want to do is we want to put that link to the pricing page on our website. So what we're going to do is we're going to hover over my Zenfolio up here and go to customize website. And once that loads, we're going to edit our site menu. So let me clear off some of this stuff here really quick from other things I was doing. So let me just clear my site menu up a little bit here. All right, so my site menu is going to refresh a little bit. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add a link to that pricing page. Now, if you've got a bunch of different pricing pages you want to create, maybe for sports, engagements, things like that, you could definitely do that and just do a drop-down list. And I'll show you how to do that really quick. So let's just go here. We're going to say, okay, new site menu item. I'm going to say pricing, hit enter. And what we're going to do is we're going to set this one up to be a drop down menu right here. So I'm going to set show drop down menu, update. And then what we're going to do is click this little add button right here. And I'm going to say, okay, wedding pricing, like that. And then we're going to link this to a group. Actually, we're going to link it to a gallery. So we're going to hit select. We're going to come down here to that pricing group, expand it, and then click on wedding pricing, hit select, and update. Now let me reload the preview so I can show you guys how this works. So there's that pricing that I added, and then I can go down here and hit wedding pricing. So let me publish this really quick. And then let me copy this and show you guys how this works. So let me open this in a new window really quick, and then I'll get this pulled over here for you guys. Alright, so let me get this pulled over here so you guys can see it. I'm in a new window here. Oh, I'm still logged in. Let me see if I can't log out. Hold on one second here. Let me log out of that account, because we want to be able to test it as an actual visitor. And so in order to do that, we need to be logged out of the account. So, okay, so now I'm logged out of the account on this window here. Let me get it lined up right. And you can see right there, there's that pricing menu item that we just added. So now if I click on pricing, that's going to take me to that. And right here it says, please register to see my pricing. All right, so I'm going to put Robert, and I'm just going to make a fake email address here. Hit continue. And then after I do the visitor sign in, then I'll be able to see, and let me zoom out a little bit here, then I'll be able to see that pricing information. And now the cool thing is what just happened is when I entered my name and my email address, that all that information was captured by Zenfolio. So now if I close this and we go back into our account here, and I go up to communications, go to the contact list right here, you can filter by contact right here, or I'm sorry, you can filter by gallery. So what we're going to do is click right here. We're going to say, okay, show us the people who have only signed into that wedding pricing, and click apply. So now you can see right here, there are the people who have signed in for that. And if we wanted to, we could select them really quick and send them a marketing email about wedding services. We could say, hey, thanks for checking out my wedding pricing gallery. I'd love to talk to you about your upcoming wedding. And guys, you can set this up, like I said, for several different types of pricing, sports, portraits, things like that. So it's a really cool way to use your pricing page to capture visitor information that you can later turn around and market to those people specifically in the area that they're interested in. All right, guys, let me jump back to my dashboard really quick here. So let me just hop back to my dashboard. And it looks like we got some questions in the chat. So let me see if I can't get these questions answered here really quick for you. All right, so hey, Bethany, thanks for joining us and hanging out and asking some questions. Bethany says, when I am in Theme Designer, I see that I can upload in the effects menu a frame for my thumbnails. I'm trying to make an actual picture frame to go around my thumbnail images, but I don't understand how to actually make the frame to upload. Is this something I can buy from a vendor or searching? Is it a photo border effect? So what that is, Bethany, is that something you would actually need to design yourself. You would need to design that in like Photoshop, preferably as like a transparent PNG file. You're going to need to create that frame in Photoshop, save it on your computer, and then upload it. Now we do have some built-in frame effects that you can use. And let me see if I can show you some of those really quick. So let me just go to Theme Designer really quick. I'm going to hover over my Zenfolio and just click on Customize Website here. And since we're talking about Theme Designer, guys, it's a good time to talk about how I work in Theme Designer and how I would recommend working in Theme Designer. Don't ever open Theme Designer in the same tab that you're in. So what I mean is don't ever click on Themes and hit Edit Theme in that same tab. Because Theme Designer can take a little bit of time to open. And then when you open it and you do your changes and you save it and then you close it, go back to there, that's a lot of time that you're wasting opening and closing things. So what I like to tell people to do, and what I personally do when I'm working in Theme Designer, is I will just hit Edit Theme like this, but I'll go Open Link in New Tab. And what that's going to do is that's going to open up that's going to open up Customize View in a new tab. And then in that new tab, we go to Themes and Edit Themes. And the reason we do that is because now we can jump back and forth between these two tabs here. So let me go to the Theme Designer tab really quick right here. And as this is loading, what we're going to do is I'm just going to show you real quick the built-in frames that we have to offer. But again, as I said, Bethany, great question. What you're going to need to do is create those frame designs for like in Photoshop. And then when you export them out of Photoshop, you're going to want to use a transparent PNG. So let me just see galleries right here. I think you're talking about the thumbnails, probably. Let's see right here. Is it the shadows? Where's it at exactly? I think it's right here. Yep. So if you click on fixed size thumbnails, over here on the left, you can see effects. You can go here and there are all of these different frames and effects that you can use. So again, I'm in Theme Designer. I'm on the Galleries tab. I'm clicking on Fixed Thumbnails. And then over on the left, it says Effect right there. And you can click on that, and there are all those different effects. Now here's where you upload your own image. And again, Bethany, like I said, that's just going to be something that you need to create. If you can find somebody who's already created some and have them for sale, that's awesome. But it's most of the time, I personally would recommend just creating your own. And as you can see, there are some size requirements and information right here. So anyway, Bethany, I hope that helps with that. Great question. Thank you for asking. And if you need me to clarify anything else, definitely please let me know in the chat. All right, let me hop out of this. And then, so back to what I was talking about in Theme Designer, guys. Once you make any changes in Theme Designer, what you do is just click this Save As button right here. Give this a custom name. So I'm just going to say Cirque Bethany really quick. And save it. And the reason I say use that save as is because I don't want to affect that original theme. I want to still be able to go back to that default theme if I don't like the changes that I made. So that's why I use that save as function. But now, once we've used that save as function, Bethany, what you can do is leave this tab open, hop back over to your customize view, refresh it, and then that theme that you created is going to be available to you. So now if I click on themes, there's that new theme that I created right there. And then if I apply that theme and I decide I want to change something else, rather than having to go back through the whole process of opening Theme Designer and all that stuff, I just have to click back on that tab and Theme Designer is still open there waiting for me. So that's why I recommend working in the two separate tabs there. All right, let me get back to my dashboard here really quick. So I'm just going to hop back to the dashboard, and then let's see. Looks like I got another question in the chat here. So Graham Service is with us. Hey, Graham. Graham says a filter for created favorites or abandoned carts would be great. So to answer your question about a filter for created favorites, there are ways that you can see your visitors' favorites. So the favorites, there's two different types of favorites, Graham. There's shared favorites. And those are the favorite sets that clients have actually gone through the process of sharing them with you. And then there's just favorites. Those are the favorites that your clients have actually selected, but they haven't chosen to share those with you yet. But you can still see them. So if you go from your dashboard here, if you just click on Photos, Graham, you can go to the Favorites section right here. And then Other Favorites down here are the favorites that people have not shared with you yet. If you're looking for a specific client's favorites, you can go up here and you can search by their name actually. And you'll find the favorite sets, you know, with that name in there. So that search up there is one thing that you can do. But the other favorite sets down here at the bottom, like I said, those are the ones that your clients have actually favorited, but they haven't gone through the process of sharing them with you yet. So I hope that kind of helps you with that question. Definitely, Graham, I agree with you 100%. A way to see abandoned carts would be really, really awesome. So definitely, like I said, we talked about this earlier in email, and I definitely recommended it to our product development team. And I can definitely, reiterate to them that would be really something really cool that we could offer. And unfortunately, I can't give you any kind of timeline of when that could be implemented, but it's definitely an awesome idea, and we really appreciate the suggestions. All right, guys, let me hop back to my dashboard really quick. And man, the chat is blowing up. So Rodney says, I want to focus on selling photo books, and I want to have banner ads on my homepage showing the photo books and sales price I'm offering from Zenfolio print vendors. Are there stock images for this? That's a good question. I don't think we have any stock image assets set up for that. It would be really useful, actually. It'd be really useful for me personally, because I do a lot of creating and stuff like that, and having those stock assets available to show this would be fantastic. So Rodney, what I want you to do is shoot me an email at zenfolio.com/contact. I don't know offhand if we have available stock images for those kinds of things, but if you'll reach out to me, I will definitely find out if there's anything available and see if I can't get you more information on that. So reach out to me there at zenfolio.com/contact and just put attention Robert. I'll definitely follow up with you on that question there. Okay, back to the chat here. Bethany says, perfect. Thank you so much. Awesome, Bethany. I'm glad that helped. Graham says, right in front of me for 6 months. Never saw that. there are definitely days, Graham, when I come in there and start playing around in Zenfolio and I find something that was extremely obvious to me that I had no idea existed. So definitely glad I could help you out with that there. Okay, let's see. All right, so let me hop back to my. Well, I'm on my dashboard here. Let me jump over to an email question real quick. Guys, if you are viewing the recorded version of this, in the description below, there is a link where you can send us questions for next week. So if you're not able to catch the live stream and you just watch the recordings of it, use that link to submit your questions and I'll make sure that I get those answered for you next week. And speaking of that, I've got a question right now from a Mr. Let's see. Oh, did I miss the chat question? Let me see if I missed the chat question here really quick. No, I didn't miss a chat question. Okay, I've got a question from Al Guzman. He says, how can I create a more detailed contact form asking custom questions, location, etc.? I had to use a third-party free form creator to create my contact form. So, I know we talked about this yesterday, guys. Or not yesterday, I'm sorry. We talked about this a little bit a few weeks ago on creating a custom contact page. Al, that's what I'm going to say that you probably want to do. I'm more than happy to go through and show you the available custom options that you can do to the built-in custom page. But if you really want to get a nice custom page with lots of different options, I'm sorry, not a custom page, a nice contact page with a lot of different options, a custom contact page would be the direction that I would say go. But for the built-in contact page, there's definitely some customization that you can do. So if you hover over website right here, and you go to built-in pages, you can scroll down and find that contact page right here. And we're just going to hover over this custom right here and click on customize. That's going to load that contact page into customize view, and I'll show you the options that you have. So let me just switch over here to my browser view. And on this contact page, like I said, there's not a lot of options, but if you go up to options right here, you can go to the contact fields and you can make the name, email address, and phone number required. Then you can add additional questions right here. So you can add questions, whatever you want, like how did you hear about us? When is your wedding? You can make these required or optional. You could add something, one more like, what state do you live in? If you want to do something like that. And you can make that required, again, optional, and then just apply it. And that's really all the customization options that you have. So here you can see that. Where's that? What state do you live in? That's all the customization options that you have for the built-in customized page. So the other thing you could do is use a third-party service like JotForm or something like that. You could use a third-party service. I think I have one created from JotForm. Actually, let me go back and look really quick, because I know we did this a couple of weeks back. But you could use a third-party service like JotForm and create a custom contact page. So if I go to custom pages, let me just see really quick. Yep, so I've got a custom contact page right here. Let me just go here and show you guys how I created this really quick. I created it in JotForm. I went and made the form in JotForm, and then I got the embed code. I don't think it's last week, but I think it's the week before that I showed this step by step. So definitely go back to the week before that last week and review that. But if you just click on source right here, if you get that embed code from JotForm, you can embed it here. And then let me show you what this page looks like really quick. So if I click on save and preview, you can see this one's a booking inquiry form. But here are all the different options that JotForm let me use. And again, I'm just embedding that code that they provide me into a custom form. And then obviously you would just add it to your site menu in place of the built-in contact form. So hopefully that helps Al. I think it was Al. Yeah, so hopefully that helps Al on that. I would definitely, if you really wanted to do a lot of customizing to it, a custom page is the option that you're going to want to go with. All right, so let me go back here really quick to my dashboard here. So let me hop back here and just hop back to my dashboard. And let's see if I got some more questions here in the chat. So, all right, Roddy says, great, thanks. All right, awesome. Glad I could help you out there. Steve says, the best way to clean out fake or bad email addresses. Man, that's a good question, Steve. You know, I would start looking. So I would start looking, Steve, if you're talking about your contacts list and the best way to kind of clean out, spammy email addresses and things like that. And this is just a personal preference. I found that most normal people, especially most clients that I deal with, Steve, are using Gmail, iCloud, Hotmail, normal email addresses like that. I would start looking at people who try to use these, creative custom email addresses like, what was the one I got the other day? It was pretty clever. It was something about my iCloud. It was like iCloudadmin.com or something like that. But somebody who's trying to make themselves look official and is doing it really bad, and it's obvious that it's fake. At least it's obvious to me that there's somebody who is going to email me regarding my iCloud account would not be emailing me from iCloudadmin.com. That's what I would start doing, looking for things like that. Most of your clients, at least that I found, Steve, are using Gmail or iCloud or things like @me.com and things like that. And they've got, usually what they'll do is they'll use kind of a funny name at the beginning and a couple of numbers, maybe their birth year or something like that. That's probably the best recommendations I could give you there, Steve. I wish there was like a magic button that could verify emails for us, but unfortunately there's not. But I would just look for those normally used emails like Gmail, Hotmail, iCloud, and things like that. Most people are using those. All right, let's see. Tristina says, when customized page, I place a third-party code in to book an appointment. The button is not centered. Anything I can do to center it? So that brings up a really great point, Tristina. When you guys are using custom pages or anywhere else in your Zenfolio account that lets you add custom code, as much as I wish we could offer technical support and tell you, hey, you just need to change this little line here and change this area of code, unfortunately, we're not able to do that. Anytime you're using custom code and it's not working correctly, chances are we're probably going to be like, I wish I could help you, but I have no idea. Now, but back to that, Tristina, we are more than happy to take a look and see. So if you want to reach out to me, just shoot me an email at zenfolio.com/contact. Let me know the page link where that's showing up, and I would be more than happy to take a look and see if I can't suggest something that might fix it. One of the things you might want to try to do, Tristina, is just clicking, let me just go to a custom page really quick. So let me go to website custom page. One of the things you might try to do is if you can click on the element, you might try to click on the element and hit center. Let me see if I can find something. I'm not really sure which one of these to use. I guess I could use this one here. So this is a custom portfolio page that I built. If you can actually click on the thing that's not centered, a lot of times you can do that and center it up like this. Now the other thing that you could do is you could click source, and if you know where that element is, let me just go back. So let me left align this really quick. Let me click source. Then if you know where that element is, so I think this is that element here, and I can't guarantee you that this is going to work, but you could try to find that element and do a center tag like this and center it up like that. So you could try that if you're able to locate the element. Again, with custom code, guys, there's not a lot we can do, but our support team and I'm very happy to look into it and see if there's anything that we could suggest. All right, let me hop back to my dashboard here really quick. So I'm just going to leave that the way it is. Let's see, do we have any more questions here in the chat here? John says, any plans for the free marketing campaigns to also be geared towards nature and landscape photographers? Sales for prints, canvas, and John, I will talk to the marketing team, see if that's something that we could work in later, because I definitely think there's a lot of room for expansion on that free client marketing. I think it's a really awesome feature, and I'm glad that you're asking about it, because I definitely think that there's more things that we could do with that feature. But at the moment, there's none that I know of, John. I'll definitely talk to the marketing team about it, talk to the product development team, see if maybe they think about just running some specials here and there that are not really tied to specific occasions. But if you guys aren't familiar with, what the free client marketing is, it's definitely a really cool feature that you should check out. Let me show you really quick where it's at. So if you go to settings right here and you go to selling, over on the left, you're going to see free client marketing. And what this is this is where Zenfolio actually markets to your clients on your behalf. Most of them are tied to holidays or special occasions. And you can scroll down here and see which ones we have and which ones we offer. So there's a holiday, a Black Friday, a Cyber Monday, and things like that. There's a really great video tutorial that walks through this entire process. It tells you how we market to your clients. It tells you how you can take advantage of it. And it also tells you, if you don't want to participate, or if you're concerned of what clients will get it and what clients won't, definitely check out that video tutorial. If I could get Cheryl to throw the video tutorial for the free client marketing in the chat for you guys, that would be awesome. All right, so let me hop back to my dashboard really quick and then hop over here to chat. Let's see. Al says, thank you. Yes, I'm already using Jotform. Thank you again. Yeah, Al, I really would wish that there was some more customized options to the built-in contact page. But that's why custom pages are there, because custom pages just give you so much freedom to create things and to do things that you want to do. Using third-party services like Jotform and stuff like that. Personally, I have one on my site that I use that's from Jotform because I just wanted to do a lot more customization. So hopefully some of what I went through helped you out there. All right, let's see. Tristina says, thank you. All right, awesome. Well, I'm glad that helped. Definitely reach out, like I said, Tristina. I hope I'm saying that right, Tristina, and definitely reach out. I'd be more than happy to look into it and see if I can help you out with that page. All right, make sure you guys stick around till the end because I've got a video tutorial coming up for you guys. So as you guys know, every Friday I put out new video tutorials. But for those of you guys who hang out with me here on the live stream, I actually give you that link a day early. And this video is going to be all about using coupon campaigns and how to use those and batch email coupons out to your clients. So make sure you guys stick around towards the end of the stream for that video tutorial. I'll throw that link out in the chat for you guys. All right, let me hop back over here and take some email questions really quick. All right, so I've got a question from William. He says, please tell me how to run a profitable photo business. So that's really hard to go over. Seeing as how I don't know, William, what type of work that you do. I don't know what you're looking at as a business model and things like that. There are so many ways to run a profitable online photography business, and Zenfolio can definitely help you do that. We've got, what I would suggest doing, William, is just reaching out to me, zenfolio.com/contact, putting attention Robert. And, let's talk about the business that you run. What type of work did you shoot and things like that. And I'd be more than happy to make some suggestions and things like that. And also, I believe there's actually a blog post that talks about a marketing plan. So, William, what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw that link in the chat. I don't know if you're watching today, but I'm going to throw that link in the chat. It's all about developing a marketing plan and things like that. But not only am I going to throw that in the chat, William, that'll also be in the description of the video when the recorded version comes out. That way, if you're watching the recorded version of the video, you can get that link as well. Again, so guys that are watching the recorded version of this, if you look in the description, not only are there links, but there's also timestamps of the topics that we talk about today, so you guys can skip forward to get to the specific topics that you might want or have interest in. All right, let me take another email question here really quick. So this one's for Jeff. Jeff says, I have some custom products that I offer for sale on my site, and occasionally a client will get an error that says the product cannot be shipped to them. Any idea why this is happening and how to fix it? So, Jeff, immediately when you say some custom products, what I am thinking is you've probably got some self-fulfilled products. And it's probably an issue with the way that your self-fulfilled products shippings are set up. So let me just go over self-fulfilled product shipping really quick. What we're going to do is we're going to go up to selling. Right here, we're just going to click on selling. And we are going to go down to self-fulfilled products right here. And on the left side, you're going to see shipping methods. Now, what you'll want to do, and what's very important, Jeff, is to make sure that you have a shipping method price assigned to each size package. That way, even if you have not designated any of your products to be shipped in maybe a bulky or extra large, who's to say that down the road later on you might not need that size? For those of you guys who don't do ship self-fulfilled products, you have no idea what I'm talking about. There's a really good video tutorial on self-fulfilled products. If I could get Cheryl to throw that video on the chat, that way if you guys are interested, you can see what I'm talking about. But basically what self-fulfilled products do is they allow you to sell anything that's not offered through one of Zenfolio's vendor labs. Or maybe if you have a local lab that you want to use, maybe you have a local lab that you've established a really good relationship with and you want to keep using them, you can use self-fulfilled products to still sell on Zenfolio and then fulfill through that local lab. But back to the question, Jeff, if you've got clients that have errors on that shipping, the first thing you want to do is you go check your shipping methods and make sure that for each method that you've created, what you want to do is go through here and make sure that you've set up each package size. Again, it doesn't really matter if you don't have products that are designated to ship in these sizes, because if you don't, then they won't show up as an option. But later on down the road, if you decide to offer products that need the bigger shipping packages, you've already got that set up and you don't have to worry about coming back and changing those. Or you don't have to worry that you'll forget to do that. So again, make sure you've got each package size set up. And then down on the bottom, make sure you've got the appropriate countries and locations set up. So if you only have United States here in your shipping countries, then anybody that tries to place an order in Canada or the UK or Albania or Afghanistan, any of those other countries, they're going to get that shipping error that you're seeing where it says it can't be delivered to their address because we have it designated that we ship to those countries. So you can come over here and you can set add all if you want, or you can just make sure that at least you've got, the primary areas that you are working with added over on this list. That's the first things that I would check, Jeff. After that, and after you've checked those things and you're still, if you're still seeing issues with the shipping, definitely reach out to us at zenfolio.com/contact. Let us know the gallery and the price list that you're seeing those errors on. And our support team will be more than happy to go in, look over the settings, do some testing and things like that, and figure out why this is happening. All right, let me hop back to my dashboard really quick here. All right, and let's see here. So John says, thanks, Robert. I set my own sales up now, but it would be great if I had the marketing campaigns to use as well. Awesome, John. Yeah, definitely. I think it would be really cool to add some more things to that. And I'm glad you asked. I'll definitely bring that up to the marketing and development team for sure. Okay, so let me hop over really quick and take another email question. Guys, if you're watching live and this is your first time to watch, just say hi, let us know where you're from, and if you've got any questions about your Zenfolio account, this is the place to learn about Zenfolio, so don't be afraid to ask questions. That's why we do these live streams every week. All right, let me jump over to an email question really quick. All right, so let's see. The next question I've got is from Herman in Missouri. He said, during your live Q&A, I noticed that you have a customer frequently asked questions tab in your homepage. Can you please go over how you created that? So, guys, this account that I showed, the Black Onyx account, is a demo account. So there's a good chance that every week it's changing. But if I had a frequently asked questions tab showing there, that was probably a custom page. So let me see if I can find that really quick. So I'm just going to view my website really quick. and I probably deleted it. But Herman, it's just the custom page. Let me show you really quick how to create one of those. So what you can do is just go right here to your dashboard, hover over website, go to custom pages right here, and then you can create a new one right here. Call it, clients FAQ, whatever you want to call it. And then you can just go right in here and start putting in common questions. Maybe you get a question of like, how long does an average portrait session last? So you could say, how long does an average session last? You could do that, and you could say, 2 hours. Obviously, this is just information that I'm just making up. But basically, you can just go in here, put in whatever text information that you want, whatever frequently asked questions you get from your clients and things like that. And after you do that, what you can do is save it and preview it just to make sure everything looks good. So right here, you can see that text right here. Obviously, if I was actually creating a real frequently asked questions page, I would spend a lot more time making it a little bit prettier and have a lot more information. But after you get that page created and you save it, what you want to do, Herman, is just go up to My Zenfolio, go to Customize Website, and then what you want to do is just add a link to that on your site menu. So we're going to say Clients FAQ, hit enter, and I'm going to say link this to a built-in or custom page, and I'm going to select that Clients FAQ right here. Let me get that really quick. So you guys can't see it. I have a gigantic list of custom pages, but there's that Clients FAQ, and I'm just going to click Update, and then the browser is going to refresh, and you'll be able to see that up here in the top right. So there's that Clients FAQ right there. And then if I were to click on this, it's going to take me right to that FAQ page that I created for my clients. So Herman, that's how I did that. It's just a custom page. Everybody should have these in your account. And if you guys aren't using custom pages, you should start using them. They're really awesome. You can do a lot of really cool things with custom pages. So definitely check them out for sure. All right, let me get back to my dashboard here really quick. And let's see, let me take another email question. All right, this question says, I would like to collect payments for an upcoming session through the website. However, I don't want my package price visible to everyone. I would prefer to have a tab displaying just the types of package that I offer, but not display the price. Is there any way that once a client signs a contract that I can send them just the specific link to collect a payment through my Zenfolio website? Whew. All right, so what you could do, we talked about this earlier on this episode, guys, where I was talking about the pricing page. What you could do is you could definitely just set up that pricing gallery like I was talking about, set up visitor sign-in, but show the package contents and things like that, but not actually have prices listed there. And then once somebody goes to that and they do visitor sign-in and you reach out to them and you get them to sign a contract, what you could do is you could have a gallery set up as a self-fulfilled product to have them purchase their session. I've already got a tutorial built on this. So basically what it is it's a gallery that has a password on it. And it's just basically set up to collect a session fee. Getting tongue twisted. A session fee. So if I could get Cheryl to throw out that collecting session fee video link tutorial, that's definitely the route that I would take. So you can just keep that gallery. Let me just go here really quick. You can just keep that gallery like private. Oh, not private. I'm sorry. Password protected. Let me see if I have that even set up anymore. I don't think I have it set up, but you can keep the gallery password protected, and then just send that link out to the clients once they sign the contract, and they'd be able to go to that gallery, enter the password, and purchase their session. That sounds like a really complicated workflow, but if that's the workflow that's working for you and what you want, you can definitely do it through Zenfolio. Just check out that video on selling a session fee. It's on the YouTube channel if you're not subscribed, and then Cheryl's going to throw that link out in the chat. All right, let me take another email question here really quick. Actually, let me jump in the chat here and make sure I'm keeping up with you guys in the chat. So Melissa says, hi, I just found this. Is there a consulting company in the San Francisco Bay Area that will help build out custom pages or work with SEO on Zenfolio? I simply don't have the time to put into the task. That's a really great question, Melissa. Offhand, I really honestly have no idea. We do have a design partner that we work with. Let's see. Actually, there is an SEO partner listed on our partners page. They're located in Chicago, but they're called Raw SEO. So if you scroll down to the, I think it's if you're the bottom of your account here, if you scroll down, Melissa, and you go to, I think it's in Toolkit, is where it's at. And then let me see if I can find the right thing here. It's probably on the member benefits. If you click here, I think that will go to our partners page where it's a link to that Raw SEO. So am I seeing it? Nope, I'm not seeing it here. I know that there is a partner that we use. I just don't know how to get that link. If Cheryl knows the link to that and she can throw that out in the chat for you, Melissa, that would be awesome. Otherwise, Melissa, shoot me an email at zenfolio.com/contact. I'll get the links for you to not only our SEO partner, but also our design partner, which is Warren Creative. And I'll get you those links by email if we're not able to find them today. So definitely shoot me an email and let me know. Okay, it looks like it might be in the support center, actually. Let me see if I can find it there. So if you go down to the support center right here, and then, where's it at? Right here. Resources. Hopefully that's the right page. Nope, that's not the right page. Support Center Website Management is what I'm being told that page is on. So let me see if I can find that. Resources. And then going down to, where is it at here? Website Management Tools. Okay, there's the page. Thanks for helping out with that. Let's see here. So we scroll down here. There it is right there. It's Raw SEO. So again, to get here, now that I know how to get here, if you go to, let me just get back to my dashboard. If you go to the bottom down here and click on Toolkit, Melissa, you can go to, scroll down to the bottom, and you can find Website Management Tools right here. And click on that. Go down there and look for Raw SEO, then click on Get Consultation, and that will take you to the Raw SEO website, and they can help you with your SEO. All right, let me get back to my dashboard here really quick. All right, back to my dashboard. Sorry about that, guys. That's not a page that I spend a lot of time in, but it's definitely there down in the toolkit in the bottom there. Great question, Melissa. If you need more information, again, just reach out to me, and I will send you a bunch of links once I talk to people who have that information and know all the different partners and things like that we have that are specifically Zenfolio orientated. All right, let me jump back over here to an email question really quick, guys. So if I go over, let's see here. My next question is there a way to provide my clients with information on how long it will take them to get their prints? So, depends on what you're selling. If you're selling vendor products, you can find that information in your account. If they're self-fulfilled products, obviously you're going to have to talk to the vendor that you're using, and you're going to have to find that information. But in short, once you have the information of how long the processing times are, and how long the shipping methods take, once you have all that information consolidated, you're going to want to just put it on a custom page, and you can either email it to your clients, or you can put it on a custom page like that client frequently asked page. Now, if you're looking for the information on the Zenfolio vendors, what you can do is you can go to selling right here, and you can click on products from integrated vendors, and then it'll actually tell you the processing time and the shipping times for each vendor in here. So if I go to MPEX right here, I can scroll down here and I can look at specific products and see the processing times right here. So I go to more, and we can see that prints take 1 to 2 business days. Accordion minis, magnets, growth charts, 1 to 2 business days. That's all the processing time right there. And then you can scroll down more and you can find all the shipping information. So you can see how long the standard shipping is, 4 to 8 business days, and things like that. Now, the one thing that you're not going to be able to find here, or the one thing that you're not going to be able to find when you're talking to your vendors, is your order approval time. If you guys are using order approval so that you review the orders and you look them over and make sure everything looks correct before you approve them and send them out to your lab, you'll need to make sure that you account for that time when you're communicating to your clients. So personally, something that I do is I communicate to all my clients, it's on my frequently asked questions page, that there is a 24-hour approval period. I have a big disclaimer that says if you need an order rushed, please call me. Please call me. If you just place an order and choose overnight shipping, I still have to approve that order. So if you need that order rushed, please call me. I've got that on a frequently asked questions page, custom page that I created for my clients. But that's the way you can communicate that information and set your clients' expectations. All right, let me get back to my dashboard there. Simone says she found it under the website management. Awesome. So I'm glad you were able to find that. Melissa, glad that could help you out there. Let me jump over here really quick, and we've got about 10 more minutes left, guys. So for those of you guys who have hung out with me this long, what I'm going to do is just go ahead and give you guys that video tutorial link really quick. So let me grab that link, and this is the video that I am going to be putting out tomorrow. And it's all about creating coupon campaigns and how to batch email them out to your clients. So rather than having to copy and paste them over one at a time in an email, you can batch email your clients. Now, this is a feature that unfortunately is only available to advanced account holders or premium business account holders. So if you guys have like the pro or the premium or the unlimited, unfortunately those accounts are not going to have access to this feature. And if you watch the video and you think it's something that you would really benefit from, you should definitely consider upgrading. But here is tomorrow's tutorial here. So coupon, let me just throw that in the chat here. All right, so I'm throwing that out in the chat. There's that link in the chat for you guys. Hopefully that helps you out and it lets you see some possibilities of some things that you can do with the coupon campaign. All right, with that being said, guys, we've got about 7 minutes left. If you guys have any other questions and you're watching this live, now's the time to get those questions in the chat. I'm going to go ahead and take another email question really quick. But again, if you're watching live and you've got some questions that you just haven't asked yet, go ahead and get those in the chat so I can make sure to get those answered for you today. All right, let me jump over to another email question here really quick. So let's see. I am using the free client marketing feature. Is there a way that I can share these promotions on my social media networks as well? So another question about the free client marketing tool. And yes, you can definitely share these promotions with your clients on your social media and things like that. Because actually, if you go to the feature, there's actually a place where you can get the discount code, and we've actually our marketing team has already pre-created up some blurbs that you can share on your social media sites. So let me just show you that really quick. If I go to settings and selling right here, I go to settings and sellings, and then I click on free client marketing right here. What you can do is you can go to the 2017 client campaign page. Just open that up. I'm going to open that up in a new tab. Well, I was going to, but I didn't. Let me go back. I'm going to open that up in a new tab right here really quick. And then let me show you what that page looks like. So that page is going to look something like this. Let me get everything out of the way here so you guys can see that. So that page is going to look something like this. And if you scroll down to the bottom, there's going to be a list of all these campaigns right here. And you can actually go and view a sample. So for the Father's Day, you can go to view sample right here. And after you click view sample, what you can do is you can scroll down, and right here is the campaign overview that you can download, the social copy, and the social graphics. Now, what the social copy and the social graphics are is the social copy is a text blurb. It's got the coupon code, and it's got information. It's got information explaining the sale and what it's good for and all that stuff. And you can just download it, copy it, paste it right into your social media network, share it on Facebook, Instagram, and things like that. And the same thing with the social graphics. So those are graphics just kind of like this right here that you can use to share on your social media networks so that you can, communicate this to your clients outside of Zenfolio and outside of email and on your social media networks. All right, let me get back to my dashboard here really quick. And Home Phone says, that's a huge blue solo cup. Oh, I gotta have one that kind of, matches the size of my head, I guess, is what's going on here. So yeah, but it's definitely a giant cup for sure. All right, we've got just a few more minutes left, guys. If you guys have any more questions, please get those in the chat. I'm gonna try to take one more email question really quick. So let me hop over here really quick. And let's see, is there a way to make a coupon that gives a discount only if a specific package is purchased? Also, what is the best way to communicate the coupon codes to my clients? I do not have all of their emails, and this is for a dance studio. So there's currently not a way to make a coupon that will work if a specific package is purchased. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to set up a coupon with an order minimum. So if I go to selling and coupon and campaigns right here, I'm just going to say add new coupon really quick. And then what I'm going to do is an individual coupon, give it a coupon code, and let's say, free dance photo. Oh man, that was terrible. Let me fix that really quick. Free dance photo. All right, so that's the coupon code right there. It's free dance photo. And then what I'm going to do is I'm come down here. I'm just going to say discount products. And let's say we want to do a 20% discount. I'm not going to discount shipping. Now here's where, and let's do just a, that. And actually, let me change that code because it's I'm just going to say dance 20 there. Okay, so it's a 20% off for this dance studio, but we want to only give them the discount if, and I know you wanted it to be tied to a specific package. Unfortunately, there's not a way to do that, but what you can do is you can go down here and you can say, okay, this only applies to prints and products, maybe digital downloads, but only if they have spent $50. And the reason I say $50 is because you're wanting to link it to a specific package. Unfortunately, we can't. But if you know that that package costs $50, then you could say, okay, this coupon will only work if the client spends $50. Now, what you could do is after you do that, hit save. I got to give it a name really quick. Dance. Man, I am not a great speller today at all. Dance Studio. I'm going to go down and save that. And then what we're going to do is I'm just going to copy this coupon code right here. Like that. And then what I'm going to do after that is go up to photos, and I'll show you an easy way to communicate this with your clients. Now, I didn't set a minimum to this coupon because in order for the coupon to work, they have to spend at least $50. So I don't really mind them using the coupon code over and over again because I know they're spending $50 every time they use it. So let's just pretend that this is a dance studio gallery, and if I don't have all of the client's email addresses, but they're all going to get to the gallery because we're sending it out to maybe the main studio contact, who's then going to send it out to all the parents, what you can do is you can communicate that in the gallery caption. So if I go to gallery details right here, and I just delete this, and I say use coupon, code dance 20 for orders over $50 and get 20% off. I'm just going to put something small like that in the caption, the gallery caption there. So you want to make sure that you're doing that in the gallery caption. Set that to save, or save that right here. And then what you want to do is just make sure that the caption is set to show in the gallery. So if I go to customize website, then what you can do is go to options right here, and then on page elements, you can set that caption to show right here and apply it. And now, once you send this gallery out to the dance studio contact, and then they send it out to all the parents, here's that coupon code information right here. So that's one way that you could do that there, and just put that information in the actual gallery caption itself. All right, guys, unfortunately, we are out of time. I want to say thank you for everybody for joining us, for hanging out. Thanks for all the great questions. Guys, we do this every week at the same time, so make sure that you come back. You know, if you run into any questions, anything like that, we are more than happy to help you. And these live Q&As are every week at the same time, the same place. So until then, I hope you guys have a great and wonderful week and a wonderful weekend, and I will see you all next week.